Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday as I look back on my glorious collection. I don't know why I said look back, but recently, on the 24th of April, was it 24th or it was Monday? It was 20 something of April, 24th I think. They released this, not that, this. They released this. Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition in 4K. Now, if you're confused, obviously it's a 4-year-old movie, and it did have a 4K release, it did. But this is a brand new, remastered, upgraded version, with different aspect ratios and some scenes as well. I guess, because of the Snyder Cut coming out this year, they thought they'd bring this out as well. And this is... I've checked reviews, I wanted to upgrade quite a few movies anyway to 4K, and I thought, hey, they're remastering it, they're doing a new remaster for the 4K version of this 3-hour version of the movie, which I think is a good movie, by the way, very much improved from the theatrical version. And it's just one disc inside, there's no Blu-ray, it's just the 4K upgraded version. But yeah, I've been looking forward to seeing it. I've looked at reviews first. Whenever it comes to 4K releases, I look at reviews first, because not all of them are worth it in 4K. Not all of them are worth the upgrade. But this one, I heard, is the best version of the movie so far that you can see. And apparently it's a good movie to show off your TV. It's a good movie that shows off what your TV's capable of. That's what I heard. But I'll be judged of that myself. But I bought it. I'm a big fan of DC. So I'm looking forward to watching this for sure. Let's do it. I'm releasing this video quite late, like I'm watching it on the week of the release of the Blu-ray, like a few days later, but you'll see this like 2 weeks after, because I got a Dark Knight Trilogy rewatch planned as well. I already uploaded it actually, and it's scheduled for the following Monday, so after that you'll get this, and hopefully by then I'll watch Mortal Kombat 2021 and do an episode about that. But yeah, this won't be that long a video. I'm just going to let you know whether it's worth it in 4K. I'm not going to mention that much about the content of the movie. I do enjoy the movie. I think there's a lot of good things in it. Batman, I think, is great. Wonder Woman's great. I like Superman as well, a lot in this one. Weak points, Lex Luthor. The way this fight between Batman and Superman ends, and the fact they only fight for 8 minutes, that's a downside. There's a downside, sure. It does have downsides, but overall I do enjoy it, and it's very good. Also, the Snyder Cut carries on from this so damn well, so looking forward to reliving this. But this will be more about my thoughts on the 4K. Is it better? Is it improved? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see for myself, and yeah, it might not be that long a video, but I do want to do this, so let's do this. Also, I have pre-ordered a steelbook for Godzilla vs. Kong, which is coming out in June in the UK, and I pre-ordered the Snyder Cut steelbook, and that will come out in May, I think. So I'll do episodes on both of those, watching those in 4K, because I only saw the Snyder Cut in 720p on a streaming service, and I only saw Godzilla vs. Kong in 1080p, so I'll be looking forward to seeing those on non-streaming versions on a disc in the best quality possible in 4K. Cannot wait for those as well. But this episode is about Batman v Superman, so let's do this. Nice red disc here, very nice. Here are some promos, I guess, for the Batman, the Suicide Squad. What else is there? A few other things here and there. I'm definitely looking forward to watching both of these. Alright, follow DC Comics, Man of Steel. Ah, games. The Suicide Squad game, Gotham Knights. I will definitely be buying both. But thanks for telling me anyway. So I'm 20 minutes in, and it looks good. This is good 4K. It really is. There are some scenes that look very smooth and clean. Other scenes look a bit grainy, but that's Zack Snyder's, that's his style. He likes to do grainy stuff, so that's expected. It's in 2 different ratios. There's a regular ratio, you know, bars on top and bottom. There's also the 4:3 ratio with bars on the sides. It's switching between, it's mostly the top and bottom. So, but some scenes are 4:3 ratio, including the opening scene. The opening scene actually looked the best. The scene of the funeral and the parents dying, that actually looked really great in 4K. Depressing scene, but it looks good. But still, yeah, the 4K so far, I'm impressed. I'm looking forward to seeing the last hour especially, because that's where all the big fight scenes are. So, yeah, but so far, looks good. Oh my word. So, I just saw the nightmare scene. It's incredible. It looks, I mean, it already looked pretty damn good already, but in 4K it looks bloody incredible, man. Crisp, high quality. You know, these are the sort of scenes that I bought this television for. Like it looked amazing, like really amazing 4K. Very dark scene, but also very good. And that flash scene as well. It makes a lot more sense now after the Snyder cut, so that's great. But yeah, 4K wise, that nightmare scene. Oh my word! I'm looking forward to the Snyder cut 4K release now because I want to see the nightmare scenes of that movie in 4K. I bet it'll look just as good, if not better. Yeah, my 4K Blu-ray player is definitely faulty. I've had issues with some 4K discs, and only 4K discs, not Blu-rays or DVDs, just 4K discs. When it gets to a certain point in the movie, it freezes. Doesn't happen on every movie, happens on some movies, but it's happened on a handful at least. And it's always the same scene. Apparently it's to do with like movie layers. When it gets to a certain point, it changes layer and it can stutter. That's what I heard. But I still blame the Blu-ray player. Because it's definitely not the discs. There's no way I have that many discs that are faulty, so. And it's specifically the 4K ones. It's very weird. Interrupts my viewing experience. I do not like that. I do not. Back to the movie. You know, the scene just before Superman sacrifices his life, the way he talks to Lois, "You are my world," etc. It's so good. Like, that scene is so good and powerful, and the music that plays in the background as well. Crazy. This sacrifice scene was something else. And these fight scenes, they look very good in 4K. The particular fight scene between Batman and Superman, those 8 minutes, too short, but that looks very nice. It looks very smooth. The warehouse scene looks good, and this Doomsday fight looked really good as well. I'm still most impressed by the nightmare scene for sure. But yeah, you know, there's still a bit of movie left, but you know, I've seen most of it now, including the climax, and you can consider me impressed. I'm definitely impressed by this version of the movie, and I don't mean the Ultimate Edition. Obviously, that's very good, but I came to see the 4K remaster, and it's pretty good. I didn't have the previous 4K version, so I can't compare it to that, but it's a lot better than the Blu-ray. I can tell you that for sure. The Blu-ray looks fine anyway, but still, 4K is definitely a nice upgrade. It sounds good as well, especially in some action scenes. It sounds really good. There are certain details that I hear in this that I don't hear in the Blu-ray. Maybe because of the issue with my ears, to be honest. But still, 4K wise, the sound's an improvement, visuals are improved. Some scenes have a 4:3 ratio. It's only some scenes. It's not like the whole movie like Snyder cuts, but there are some scenes that are. The 4:3 ratio scenes tend to be high quality though, to be fair. But yeah, the nightmare scene is definitely the highlight for the 4K. And yeah, I do really like this movie, so that's another thing. I've also got Man of Steel in 4K. I haven't seen it yet. I'll not do a video on it, but I'll be definitely watching that soon for sure. Because one thing that Zack Snyder does well is visuals, and his movies in 4K, I'd say, are a must-watch for the quality of it. I got 300 as well, which is just magnificent. So yeah, that's it from me. You know, I enjoyed checking this out. So yeah, definitely do not regret buying a lot more 4K Blu-rays, because it's really, it's just great watching them on this TV. It's just fantastic. You know what? The scenes after the climax have some really good 4K. The funeral scene, Lex Luthor's hair getting cut, you know, just everything that happens after the climax basically. It's all in 4:3 ratio, and it looks nice. I feel like, come to think of it, I feel like the 4:3 scenes might be all the best 4K scenes in this movie, in this version of the movie. I think, for the most part. I mean, not every 4:3 scene, but I mean, every 4:3 scene looks great. I'm just, obviously other scenes look great as well, but yeah, it just, I don't know. I feel like there's more detail in the 4:3 scenes. It's quite interesting. But yeah, I'm very impressed by the 4K, and I like the movie. So if you're a fan of this movie, if you like this movie, and if you got the 4K equipment to watch it on, I'd recommend you purchase this version rather than the other 4K version that came out before. So yeah, this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.